Hey folks, and welcome back to another episode of Michigan Pathways. This is your host, John, and it is February the 3rd, 2025. Just to recap, where January we were in the 10 essentials, knowing what to take, what not to take, kind of honing your own in. You don't need all the big brand name stuff. You don't need this, and this. Get what you can, get out and experience it. As I said before, backpacking might not be for everybody. Day hikes might be your only thing. You may not want to stay out all night. There is a huge difference in the backpacking world and where you can just get out and enjoy nature. I highly suggest it for anybody and everyone. So I hope you guys were able to kind of get a hold of that and take a look at what you need and what you want to get and work on, so on and so forth. So February is always dedicated for me is the first aid. As a retired firefighter and medic, it's important to recognize even the simplest things, even the civilian world, at home, at work, or just out and about, knowing certain things and how to treat them. Now, not everybody's comfortable with that, and I understand that, and I respect that 100%. I don't want anyone ever doing something that they don't want to do, but you just never know what situation you may get into. So, as I said before, first aid is kind of like your knife. You don't need the big Rambo knives, and you don't need a trauma bag to be out in the backcountry. But having a couple things, and what I want to start back is when you have these things, know how to use them. Know how to use and apply, bandages or, whatever. It may seem like, oh my God, what do I need all this stuff for? Well, you just never know what you're going to get into, but knowing how to use things and how to apply things will make things a lot better. So things that you may want to, carry with you is Leuko tape. Leuko tape is great for blisters, hot spots when they start building up on your foot. A bandana. A simple bandana has 20 different, uses. So go ahead and look all that up. That's a really great thing just to have yourself, but also for first aid. Band-Aids. You don't need a lot, just enough to get you through. Tweezers, we all know what these are for. I always carry a small knife. Now, I carry my normal camp knife and such like that, but I also carry a small Swiss Army knife, which has the tweezers in there, a little dental pick, a little knife, a little pair of scissors, and I keep those clean. I've always been the one to have just that one thing for first aid. So I always carry also some 2x2 gauze, because you never know. Also, surgical tape. Leuko tape is good if you have it, but surgical tape or paper tape. And then ibuprofen or Benadryl. I always carry both because you never know. Benadryl will definitely take care of a lot of stings and bites and stuff like that. But the ibuprofen, you may want that the next morning or before you go to bed to take care of the hiker's pains and stuff like that. Antibacterial cream and your medication. Those should be in there. So if you are taking a medication, make sure those are in there, and then always make sure you have a list somewhere attached to your maps or attached to your first aid bag so people know and understand that you have certain medications or allergies. It's a very important thing to know that a lot of people overlook in the field. The other thing, very importantly, is on first aid, is if you're going out with somebody, talk about your first aid, your medication. I know a lot of people don't like to, But that's kind of my pet peeve is if you're going out in the back country with somebody and somebody collapses or something happens, you need to know what they're taking and when they take it and such like that. That way, if you are having to go get help and such, you already kind of know that this person's diabetic or they have high blood pressure or, they have diabetes or, whatever may be the case. So that way you know how to treat everything. So I hope this kind of helps you. There's a lot of great lists. REI has a really great list of backpacking first aid items. You don't have to take everything, folks. A lot of people, a lot of people will swear up and down with duct tape and a knife and they're good to go. That's them, folks. Make that determination yourself when you go out in the field. You may not need everything. You may not want to carry it. You may never touch it. But there will be that one time that you wish you had it and, you don't have it. Then you got to think on the fly. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you on the trail. Take care. Bye.